Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast. We're here in Spider House Rule Studios. Before we get into the podcast, do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast, hit the notification bell, get notified every time an episode comes out. Leave a comment, leave a review, and share with some friends. How are you, buddy?
Or don't, you know? We're doing such big numbers lately. Maybe we don't even need you to.
One thing's for certain.
Actually, we don't even could you all calm down? We're actually getting too many views lately.
Just like the DMs are flooding in.
We can't keep up with the comments.
Yeah, I think there's so many DMs that YouTube and Instagram are like, let's not show them. And then, okay, they're not there actually.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to say welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks for watching our last 2 episodes. And it just shows when you talk about a secret island of cabal billionaires sacrificing, eating.
Should we just make this an Epstein podcast?
I mean,
Epstein.
If it works, it works. You know what? I was thinking about this. I was thinking about you. And really, there's only one group that could solve this mystery. And it never occurred to us that we gotta get the pedophile hunters on.
We gotta get the pedophile. Well, really, all these amateur pedophile hunters, they're hanging out at the Glendale Galleria. We need you on that island.
We need you at with the DOJ looking at those files.
Yes.
Why are those guys doing anything? Stop busting horny dads at a mall.
I've seen The Wire. You're doing street level busts.
And that's
fine. You need
fine.
to get the Marlowe Stanfield of pedophiles, Jeffrey Epstein. But instead, you're ripping and running on street dealers? Come on.
Live a little.
They're not going to roll over on Epstein.
Yeah. We're getting right into it. How are you? How you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah.
It's wet. I don't like that. I made a big mistake. I walked to the coffee shop today.
But it was raining today in Los Angeles. Boo-hoo for us. Finally, we get a little bit of something.
Can life get any harder for us?
But the clouds parted as soon as
I had to drive here.
Yeah, it's almost like God or a higher power or Vishnu or Allah or some other tech billionaire said, "Hey, these guys got something good going. Let's make it a little easier for them."
I think, yes. God is smiling upon this podcast.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's
about time.
You know what? To all our haters out there, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to keep going now.
Yeah, you like that?
You can't stop us now.
You thought we were full of ourselves when we had no views. We'll come back when we've got almost 1,000.
You know what's crazy? It's like someone's listening to this, they clearly must have broke through with a million subscribers, 10,000. No, it doesn't take much for us to celebrate. It's the small wins in life.
We're gonna celebrate the W's. 800 views. That's a huge dub for your boy.
If having a million subscribers is like having sex with a beautiful woman, we had the equivalent of just brushing by a semi-attractive person in line at a coffee shop.
But we caught a whiff.
We caught a whiff.
Smells good.
Can you imagine what she'd be like naked?
Can you even imagine?
We will.
Oh, baby!
It reminds me of that Chris Farley moment in Billy Madison.
You could imagine.
You know what it'd be like if you did, huh?
Yeah, because now we could imagine what it'd be like if we had listeners.
What was that one line I love? That like me and
Veronica
Vaughn got it on. Woo! No, you didn't. No, we didn't. But can you imagine what it'd be like if we did?
Yeah, that's us looking at the numbers.
No, we didn't. Not me, but a guy I know. Him and her got it on.
Got it on.
No, they didn't. You can imagine what it'd be like if they did. Which is funny. It's like, imagine if a guy that I know had sex with her.
Can you imagine?
Oh, man. Well, how are you, buddy? How you doing? What's new in life? What's going on? We got a show come up Wednesday. I'm looking forward to that.
We got Totally on Wednesday. Can't wait. Is it going to rain on Wednesday?
No, it's supposed to be bright skies.
Okay, good. Because I've noticed, I've seen. It looks like we're getting crowds at Totally lately.
Well, don't jinx it.
That's what I'm worried about.
Don't
is the
jinx
one
it.
that I'm on. I haven't been on one in a little while, and now I make my triumphant return, and suddenly it's raining.
He's back. His hair's changed again.
Yeah, there's whispers all around West Hollywood.
You've had so many different looks. I go through all the old footage of my old sets where you were hosting, and it's like long hair, long hair, beard, short hair, beard, long hair,
mustache for a while.
Mustache, beard, no mustache. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that was a tough look. In retrospect.
Yeah. What is going on right now? I mean, I don't want to harp too much on what's going on in the news, but it's hard not to.
It's hard not to. But also, I mean, we joke sometimes. We're like, nothing happened this week. But honestly, This feels like the first week in a while where it was like kind of nothing.
Are you kidding?
What happened?
Okay, first of all,
I don't have internet at my house, so.
you don't?
No, I do.
We really
but
got
I'm
to work
only
on
using it for a few specific things.
You've purposely sabotaged our podcast and then like, I'm just going to get off. So I'm deleting Instagram on my phone. But I need you to repost things.
Yeah, I haven't been on Instagram.
I think I might just give it on my computer completely. But I can edit the library. No.
I'm moving to the woods.
No, don't. Please, I picked the wrong guy. No, I take that back. Very funny, very talented man.
Thank you. Thank you.
But underrated, quite overrated. Somebody follow him on Instagram for God's sake.
For the love of God,
come on.
Maybe if I had more followers, I'd have it on my phone, and then I could repost things.
You're probably the healthiest person when it comes to social media because my wife is desperately trying to reduce her social media intake. She has brick. You know what the brick is, right?
You got a brick? She got a brick?
She's all bricked up. My
Are
wife's
you,
all.
is she bricking? Are you bricking?
She's bricked up.
You're not using it?
No,
you don't need it.
Well, as long as my wife's bricked up, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Only needs to be one.
I guess
bricked
you
up
don't have
individual.
a day job that you need to stay focused on.
Yeah. What are we talking about? My wife is a boner. No, well, you don't know what brick is, and if you don't, you should Brick should sponsor us. Promo code brick. Totally bricked up. Basically, it's like a little pod that you put on somewhere in your house so that locks your phone, like an actual, locks your phone in terms of certain apps. So you pick the apps you want to get locked. So you want no Instagram, no TikTok, and in order to access them, you have to go to your wherever that hub is and just unlock the phone, which is a great way to keep yourself accountable. Like, oh, do I want to scroll? I'm up. I have to crawl out of bed, go to the fridge, unbrick it. No, I'll just do other things. But anyway,
so it's on the fridge. So
it's on the fridge. Yeah. It's basically like landlining your phone in a way.
But putting it on the fridge. Now we're opening up a whole new can of worms for me.
Yeah, like I put it in a box of cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll turn off my phone, but as a treat, I get 18 wings.
That's not bad. It's not a bad. That's a treat. 18 wings is funny. I might have myself a little nighttime treat. 18 wings.
18 wings.
What was I going to say? I had a great...
Your wife's bricked.
My wife's were bricked up. I'm not. But you saw what... former President Obama said
about the aliens.
I think it's so insane.
What did he say? I thought he just said no. There's no aliens.
No, he went. They said, "Are aliens real?" And he was like, "Oh, they're real, but I haven't seen them."
Okay.
I trust him. It's not like the orange guy that says anything that's on the top of his head or any of his cronies.
I don't know. That to me, that feels like if you asked anybody, if he's saying like, I can't prove it.
But he's the president, former president of the United States.
So he say like, I don't have any evidence. We don't have any evidence. That
he said, I've never seen it.
Okay.
But are aliens? Oh, they're real, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Look, my position on aliens. Until I get a day off of work, I don't care.
Really? You never cared? You're not suspicious at all?
Not at all.
Really? Take me, Green Man, take me.
I think there are beings that exist that we couldn't possibly perceive with our little human brains, and until something so significant happens that I don't have to go to work, I don't care.
God, you're so... It's such a joy to be you. Must be such just to you really just take off the periffs and you just focus. Eat, sleep, fuck. Eat, sleep, fuck. Eat, sleep, show.
Don't forget workout.
Sleep, fuck. Workout, eat, sleep.
Go to the ground beef store.
Ground beef.
That's what I call the grocery store.
Beef.
Ground beef store.
Girlfriend. Ground beef for girlfriend. No? All right, girlfriend. Eat beef.
Feet pics.
Must be so nice. Me, I'm just like all over the place. Aliens, bombs, health, Brussels
JFK.
Oh, well. All right, fine. We'll keep it simple.
What do you think about? Yeah, what do you think about the? I don't know.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I haven't really thought about it. I don't really. I feel like there's this sort of this group of guys in the sort of broosphere that want to believe in them because I feel like they've just too much DMT, too much acid, too much introspective thoughts where they're just like, man, what if they're out there? What if we're them? What if we're the aliens and they're looking at it? They're afraid of us. And I feel like that's a great way to focus on something you have zero control over, zero accountability, zero chance of ever encountering in our lifetime. As opposed to just more immediate problems, I don't know, what do we do with this homeless problem, or what's going on with the fucking environmental stuff, or this president's gonna bring in fashion slowly, piece by piece. Stuff like that. It's like, yeah. But what if it all doesn't matter? And there's just some big green blob that shows up and sucks us all up. Like, I guess. I think movies have been the real culprit of all this because they create this sort of plausibility that's like, it went from Star Trek to just like a guy in green leotard dancing around to like, oh man, this could happen. It's like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's the ET effect.
The real demons are on Earth.
Yes. Yeah, I'd say let's not worry about aliens.
Let's
worry about the global elite pedophile ring.
It gets worse.
Damn, this is so crazy. I know we've talked about this, but if I heard myself saying that sincerely 10 years ago, I'd be like, what happened?
Yeah. Oh no. Are we living with our parents? Are we living with our parents again?
Please tell me I didn't go to Comet Pizza.
Oh no. Did I get a gun license?
I hope not. But turns out it's real.
I know. Like, imagine 10 years ago. Imagine 10 years ago you watching this podcast, watching us talk about an island with a bunch of like, you know, billionaires who run the world, who are engaging with nefarious acts with children. And you're like, oh no, this is like we've lost it. We're off the deep end. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you look and like the amount of views we get, and you're like, oh, at least no one's watching. Yeah. You're not embarrassing anyone in your family.
If we watched this 10 years ago, saw 800 views, we'd be like, that sucks.
That sucks.
But now we're like, hell yes, brother. Let's talk about pedophiles some more.
But yeah, I feel like, you know, every now and then with this news cycle, you think things are going to get recycled and just gone. But then somebody whose whole mission is to go through the DOJ government website and find those PDF files, and they just find some random one where it's like, what's up with this? Why is this redacted? And someone goes, hey man, do you have the body parts? They tasted great last week. Yeah. You know, stuff. Now the jerky one's the tough.
I haven't seen this jerky stuff.
Oh, now that apparently the word jerky appears in the files thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times, to the point where people are decoding them as human flesh. Because you got people saying stuff like, hey, loved the jerky last night. We're running low. There's some in the fridge, but not enough for us to have for the week. Can you hook us up? Stuff like that.
You don't keep jerky in the fridge.
You don't keep jerky in the fridge.
I'm kind of a beef jerky expert. Yeah. I would say don't put that stuff in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
The whole point of it is you don't have to refrigerate it.
Yeah, the whole point is it's so full of salt it'll give you gout, and then you just keep it nicely in your cupboard. Yeah. In your pantry.
So yeah, that's...
Because we talked about pizza last week.
Sus, as the kids say.
Yeah. Some of them are getting a little bit... I like the way that like people are reading these and really trying to decode them. When it's going to get to the point where someone finds one that's just blatantly obvious, like this jerky was aged perfectly and tasted great, you know. Whose family? Can I eat their family next? You know, so like, oh God, it's just.
Are you digging through, or are you just reading?
No, I'm just
synopses.
Now we're worried. Now there's worry that like there's people making fake files.
Oh, for sure.
Where they're saying stuff like, you know, Bill Gates orchestrating 9/11 or something. It's like, hey, are you ready to fly into the towers tomorrow? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Redacted.
Send me some jerky.
redacted.
Some pizza. I saw today someone posted a thing about how there's a bunch of files that it's like if you go into the DOJ website, there's a bunch of files that are like .pdf, but if you go there, it's like no image found.
Right.
But if you just change the URL to like .mp4 or something, it's like
the video.
Yeah, somebody's on it. I don't know.
You know, if you have some sort of autism and you are just destined to solve a mystery, this is your chance to shine.
Your chance.
You got a lot of files to go through, brother.
Hey, if you're unemployed and you need a win,
this is it.
Get on it.
This might be the scratch ticket for being a hero.
Could be.
Like I found a file that says, hey, Donald J. Trump and me really tag team this dead body. Thanks.
This is kind of the new gold rush. Yeah. You know, famously, it wasn't the guys looking for gold who got rich. It was the guys who sold shovels and picks. You ever heard that? So how do we, what's this era's, how do we sell shovels and picks to the DOJ investigator or to the file searchers?
Teach them HTML coding?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
I think I'm not equipped to make money off of this gold rush once again.
Levi Strauss made a lot of money on the gold rush
the jeans.
because he needed proper workman wear.
Mhm.
And as a result, we're wearing them to this
And now
day.
here we are.
Yeah, so we can talk nonsense into a microphone for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know who's okay, let's talk about it. This is not a sports podcast.
It's not a sport podcast.
It never will be a sports podcast.
But
we gotta talk about. I just saw right now, and you may not be up to date because it happened this morning, or it came out this morning. Our good friend, possibly one of the greatest athletes of all time.
Bo Jackson?
No, close. Bo Jackson's a hell of a guy.
Prime time? Talking about Deion Sanders?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You see what happened, Michael Jordan?
I saw him touching a kid.
Yeah.
It's. I don't know.
No.
I don't think it was like that.
I know, but still,
But
you're not supposed to.
But in this climate, Michael.
No, you should know better.
This is another. Remember when he had the Hitler mustache in that commercial?
Yeah.
This is him doing that again. Of like, I don't care. I'm Michael Jordan. I can touch a little kid.
A lot of people are
fine.
defending it like this is unk behavior. No. No unk. This is odd. I'm not saying all I'm saying right now is Tom Brady's being like, whew, at least it was my kid.
Mm-hmm.
At least I kissed my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's touching some random boy at a NASCAR race. Although they won, I'm sure he's happy, but you don't pinch a boy's butt. And I'll be on the record for that. You don't pinch a boy's butt.
We are very anti-pinching boys' butts.
I have a theory about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, the worst at everything. Except for being a professional basketball player for the Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
From the moment he picked up a basketball to the moment he retired as a Chicago Bull, fantastic, incredible. One of the greatest competitors of all time. A winner, a hero, a star, an icon, a legend. And after that, bad owner for the Wizards.
Bad coach.
Bad dad. Son got,
maybe not the best dad.
Bad husband.
But didn't he win something at NASCAR? Isn't that?
Well, here we go. So look, bad GM, bad owner, bad dad, bad with a mustache,
maybe a very bad gambler. Unclear.
Bad guy, bad gambler, bad husband. Now he can't even be a good winner at NASCAR. He's got to touch a kid.
You can't touch a kid.
Mike.
Just don't touch a kid.
Mike, you're bad at everything.
General rule of thumb, don't touch a kid.
Yeah.
If it's not your kid, just don't touch it. For the record, I don't think it's anything, nasty, but also just don't touch a kid.
Mike, have you checked?
Then nobody has to ask.
Have you checked the news? Stuff's happening. Stop, Mike.
Never.
I love you, Mike, but
Stop,
God.
Mike.
We should have known. After that Hitler mustache, which was on a commercial that a director said, cut, perfect.
Yeah. Pin it.
You know what? That's the power of Mike. Mike showed up with a Hitler mustache. Everyone's like, okay, roll.
He says he's not doing anything. He
Okay.
says he's keeping it.
All right, one earring. That's fine.
I
but
guess,
but the mustache.
Okay.
Also, bad dresser. He's still
Real bad dresser.
He's terrible. Notoriously
some
bad.
of the worst fits. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the worst fits I've ever seen. So, you want to be like Mike? Not after 1998.
Not after 98. No.
No, you don't.
No, but I guess if you've accomplished that much in one specific thing, maybe that's part of it, is that he's like, I got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I'll wear what I want. Yeah, I'll coach this team. Who fucking cares if we win?
This just proves that no matter what level you're at, you can't have yes men. You need someone around you, whether you're 5'4" Joe Rogan hanging around being like, that is hilarious, or whether you're Michael Jordan, not comparing them to, but I'm just saying we have a certain amount of power, prestige,
in a
Joe
way,
Rogan,
yeah. Sort of the
what he
Michael
did,
Jordan of podcasting.
I guess you could say, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, people around you that be like, hey, that's a bad take, or you shouldn't touch that kid.
Yeah, or those shoes do not go with those pants.
Yeah, can we get a taper on some denim, Mike?
Yeah, that's not a good mustache.
No, I'm not saying for skinny jeans, but can we get a taper?
Can we just a little bit? There's a little bit of
taper.
A little bit of more tailored look.
Please, you're small, you're tall, you're slim.
If you're gonna wear the tiny little shoes, can we not have such big pants?
Here's another thing too. This is a hard take. Bad shoes.
After, yeah. I guess
after all the shoes he played in, after all of them, they all sucked.
That's mostly true, I think. Yeah,
Because after the flu game ones or what were the ones
were
the last
11s.
shots.
12s, 13s were the last ones he played in.
Yeah, the last shots when he pushed out Brian Russell and they were modeled after the Ferrari or the small ones.
Yeah,
They're like low cut. Those were nice. And after that, just garbage, hot garbage. Don't be like Mike.
Don't be like Mike after 98.
Don't be like Mike. That's a hot take. Don't be like Mike.
Don't do it.
Yeah, and you know that's conspiracy theory with him and the gambling.
Of course, yeah.
What's your take? Not your take, but what do you know about the conspiracy?
The conspiracy.
Not that I believe in it, but it's something that's fun to entertain.
Something we've all heard.
Yeah,
is that Michael Jordan's father was murdered. That's an undisputable fact.
Yeah, on the side of the road, dude.
And no one was ever caught or held accountable for that. There are a lot of people who think that maybe he had some gambling debts.
Right.
To some bad people. And that's what happened. And that his suspension his quote unquote decision to leave the NBA was actually a very quiet suspension because they wanted to punish him without admitting that he had been participating in illegal gambling. I don't know if it's true, but it is
plausible.
It's plausible.
I forgot one more.
I would have said, hey, here's the thing. 5 years ago, I would have said, there's a conspiracy of that level. Impossible. What's next? There's an elite ring of pedophiles.
Yeah. There's an island.
There's an island somewhere where
they're
some
eating
of
them?
the wealthiest men in the world go to have sex with kids and maybe eat and kill them.
I forgot one more. Bad baseball player.
I can't second that one.
You thought he had potential.
I thought he had a lot of potential. To go from not playing baseball for like all of your adult life to AA and to get any hits at all, I'm sorry, you're pretty good.
Here's the thing.
You're pretty good.
Here's the thing. Without him being Michael Jordan, would he even get a look?
Did you not see Jordan Rides the Bus? Did you not watch The Last Dance?
Was he that good?
He was getting a lot better by the time he...
Okay.
Yeah.
One of his coaches was Terry Francona.
Yeah.
And he said that he saw potential in him. So maybe I'm okay. That being said, David Stern, who was in the Epstein files.
Of course he was. That fucking pedophile helped Clay Bennett steal the Supersonics.
Wow.
That's right. I said it. David Stern's a pedophile.
Maybe Michael Jordan's behind that too.
Yeah.
Somehow. But apparently, I believe that David Stern thought the NBA is thriving, where we're doing well out of the Bird Magic era. This is it. He's our golden boy. Everyone wants to be like Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have him. I have to suspend him, but I don't. And his dad died, the mafia, the mob, gambling debts. How about you just take a break? Because it's so odd to come back halfway through the season and just the time. Almost like he did it.
The whole thing is, it's just, there's definitely stuff we don't know.
And then when you watch The Last Dance, you're like, no one's talking very highly of him. I know all these guys got rings. I know Luke Longley has 3 rings, but none of them say nice things. They're all like, yeah, he's a jerk. I hated him. I hated his guts.
Nobody, and it doesn't seem like you never hear about Michael Jordan's friends.
Yeah.
Does he have friends?
Him and Charles Barkley haven't spoken to in years. He just hangs with a bunch
Scottie Pippen, I'm pretty sure, doesn't fuck with him.
And he didn't really, he kind of had that stance, which, you can agree or disagree about, like, hey, I don't get political because Republicans buy shoes too.
Sure.
And I was like, okay, fine. He's being very diplomatic and very down the middle, like a lot of corporations probably do.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then he got into NASCAR. I'm like, you know how these guys are probably voting, right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He was really into motorcycle racing for a long time.
Motocross. Yeah. There was like motocross Jordan gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Weird guy.
It's kind of a weird guy.
He's a weird guy.
He's kind of like on an island, really.
It is, yeah, kind of. No, but it is funny that in the 90s, he was like, that was the whole thing, was like, everybody wants to be like Michael Jordan. Now we can all look back and be like, he's a pretty fucking weird guy, though.
Yeah. Then you got a guy like Bo Jackson. I just saw an interview with Bo Jackson, and he said that the interviewer asked him, what was one of the greatest days of your life as a professional baseball player? He's like, I had a game. He said the time, the date. He's like, he took 3 strikes right down the middle. The 3rd strike, he looked at the ump and cussed him out. The ump tossed him. He's like, great. Got a shower, went to Popeyes, got some chicken, went straight to the hospital, watch his child being born. He got himself thrown out of the game to watch his child being born.
That's sick.
Which begs the question: they didn't give you the day off. You're
Yeah,
Bo Jackson.
that's so baller. That's actually one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
He's the best. Bo Jackson is like the antithesis of like Jordan as a guy. He's like a good man. He's a good guy. Did you hear about his prostate cancer thing? That was crazy.
Well,
He said like he said that he had his prostate removed.
just like ripped it out himself.
Yeah, he just cracked it like a bat. Just put it back. No, but he said he had prostate. He had like the beginning polyp of a prostate cancer, and then he told the doctor, he's like, take it out, take out the whole prostate. And they're like, are you sure we can do treatment? He's like, I'm not going to put my family through me going through chemo and the scare of me dying and my whole body going through all this, my family going through this roller coaster. If it means not being a man or unable to please my wife, I'm okay with not being able to have that as opposed to taking time away from my family.
Wait, what happens when you take out a prostate?
I think your libido goes down. You can't get hard or anything. Not without the pills, which we fully endorse on this podcast.
And we'd love a sponsorship.
Yeah. He is him.
Yeah, he is him.
What? Yeah. Where's the him?
Yeah,
Where's that at?
Where's that?
Yeah, I'm him. He's him.
When I take this pill, I am him.
There you go. Hey, Hims, where's that ad?
When my hair grows back in all thick, I feel like I am him.
There you go.
That could be ad copy.
Yeah.
That we're reading on the podcast.
Hims hire us.
Hims hire us. Use promo code hire us at hims.com for 20% off our services.
I love Bo Jackson. Great athlete. It's not a sports podcast.
I imagine you saw the 30 for 30 by Bo Jackson.
With the Seattle Seahawks when they ran over
well, there was that. But just his whole life story.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of
and how he
course. Mythical.
His football career maybe ended because he was so fucking strong that he basically like ripped his own hip out of its socket.
Yeah, no, it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting tackled, but he was so strong that like his upper body essentially just like ripped his hip apart to get away from a tackle. It
stayed planted. And he also had a whole hip replacement.
Yeah. And then came back and played professional baseball, which at the time I think was kind of unheard of. I think now a hip replacement is actually not a big deal. Isn't that crazy? My grandma and her husband both got their hips replaced and were up walking around the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
You could get your hip replaced and walk around the next day?
Yeah. Like you're sore, but
like walking?
Yeah.
No crutches?
Maybe
no
not the next day, but like the recovery time is so much faster than you would expect.
Really?
Yeah.
They must be in a lot of pain.
I mean, I think they were doing all right.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were they?
Like in their 70s or 80s.
Whoa.
I know. I'm really excited to get a new hip one day.
You will.
I will. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
This one hurts enough right now. You know what I mean?
How old did your grandparents live for?
3 of them are still alive. My grandpa was 89. And the rest of them are all somewhere between like 85 and 90.
Wow. That's nice. My grandfather, my dad's side, lived until 98.
Whoa.
Blind, deaf, in a wheelchair right to the end.
Damn.
Yeah.
The whole time?
Yeah, no, right at the end.
Born blind, deaf, and in a wheelchair
to 98.
That must have hurt his mom.
But like right at the end, like in his 90s, blind, deaf, in a wheelchair.
Damn.
Wow. Crazy.
My mom's side of the family, they live forever. Her grandparents lived to be 104, 95, and 98.
Really?
Yeah. Some
of the deaths in my mom's side.
And then one guy who died earlier. So maybe not all of them, but you know what I mean.
Some of the deaths on my mom's side, like, rest RIP to my grandparents, my mom's side. My mom's from Peru. If you don't know, Peru is a third world country in South America, rich of culture, but not a lot of money. My grandmother died from lung cancer, never had a cigarette in her life because of wood burning stoves in the house. She didn't even get the satisfaction of a cigarette after 2 beers. That sucks. My grandfather died falling out of a tree, picking some fruit. That's a third world way to die.
Yeah.
That is a third world. That or malaria or being bit by a snake. That is like the third world way to
falling out of a tree. That's tough.
That's how third world people die. They don't die like, oh, he died from too much fentanyl. No, he died, I don't know, herding sheep. He fell.
Yeah. Wait, how old was he when he fell out of this tree?
I think like 60.
That's not very old. That's too bad.
I know.
We're basically that old.
Hey, man. Come on, man. I'm middle-aged. Yeah. I'm lucky if I'm middle-aged. I'm going to be 45 this year.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if
we're
I'm
lucky we're at middle age.
We're lucky we're middle-aged. And thanks to RFK, we're gonna actually reach that.
We might live forever because I'm eating nothing but beef and raw milk. So
he went on the Theo Vaughn podcast and said, "I'm not afraid of a germ. I used to do cocaine off toilet seats."
Cool. That's good for you, I guess.
Yeah, kind of a cool thing to say at a party or with some friends.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want a government position when you say that.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like raw meat and stuff, I am a little afraid of germs.
Yeah.
I've tooted my fair share of stuff off of weird places, but I'd still like the meat in the grocery store to be clean if that's possible. Could we? But we agree the meat in the grocery store shouldn't come off of a toilet seat, right?
Right.
That would be bad.
Also, you just keep that to yourself.
You could just keep that to yourself.
Yeah.
Also, you don't. This is another problem I have with a lot of people in this administration. I don't need to think you're cool.
Yes.
You don't,
dude. Please, someone run on that. Run on this.
I think part of I think Obama is partly to blame because he just kind of was cool.
Oh, you're right.
So now they're all like, "Oh, we have to be cool."
But what's my version of cool? My version of cool is I used to do drugs.
I used to do coke off of toilet seats.
I used to have sex with sex workers.
Also, my man, you're doing it off the seat. The tank is right there. Like, why would you do it off the seat? That to me says you wanted to do it off the seat.
Yeah, and Mr. RFK Jr. You know what? I'm usually not for this sort of aesthetic choice, but let's grow a pinky nail, please.
Please grow it out.
Please.
Keep get a little necklace with a tiny little spoon.
Yeah, or rub it on your gums like Marco Rubio. Can we at least have some class?
You ever heard of a key?
Yeah,
little key bump.
Key bump.
Why would you ever do a line off a toilet seat when you got the tank, you got fingernails, you got keys? There's just so many reasons you should not do that. I can't get over the fact that you wanted to do coke off of a toilet seat. And if that's the case, that's not cool. You're weird. You're a weird guy.
Well, benefit of the doubt, maybe he was in a cabin and it was the 80s and one of those weird, funky wooden toilet seats, and it's a natural fiber.
Well, that would be better. That would be better. Yeah, because now he'd be like, don't do coke off of plastic toilet seats.
The microplastics in the toilet seat go into your nose.
You should get wooden toilet seats so that if you ever have to do cocaine off of one, you're not
not
inhaling the plastic.
I think whoever is going to run for whatever party, just run on. Listen, I'm not trying to be cool. I'm just trying to be sensible.
I just don't want people to die in the streets, and I don't think masked men should be kidnapping immigrants.
Well, we got Nick Shirley in LA right now going to Skid Row talking to people in tents.
Cool. I'm sure that'll end well.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got nothing but pure intentions.
Yeah. You don't want to like people at the lowest point of their life be used for content.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's sincerely trying to help these people who are clearly desperate. I'm sure.
Get in that tent, grab a camera, ask him, how did you get here? Why did you get here? Who's to blame?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Has he put out content yet? Or
I don't know, I just saw a clip. Yeah.
Cool. Good. You know what? Let's find him and kick his ass.
Whoa.
Let's beat his little ass.
He does bring the bully out of us.
I've never been more convinced that I could beat someone up. I could definitely. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not going to sit here and say that there's a lot of people I think I could beat up, but I'm on record. John Hamm, Nick Shirley.
Have you ever been in an actual fight?
No. I've had a couple close calls.
Okay.
But not any sort of like actual physical altercation since like 5th grade, probably.
I'm not kidding. This is like out of a movie. Me and some friends are at a bar. I'm like, maybe 22, 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody bumps me really bad and then gets in my face and goes, just cussing me out. I'm just like, I don't even know what happened. Just drunk, couple college kids. Yeah. I'm just like, whoa, right? And then he does it to a friend of mine, bumps him, gets in his face, be like, get out of the way, you. So then my buddy and him, this guy, are kind of like going nose to nose. Oh, yeah, you want to go? You want to go? Yeah. So then everyone goes outside. My buddy Ben, who was a collegiate Division I hockey player.
Okay, yeah, fight Ben. See how that goes for you, buddy.
No, my buddy Ben, who was late to the whole scuffle. Guys are kind of like no one's really talking. Everyone's kind of looking at each other like, okay, like looking for
sizing up.
Everyone's kind of sizing each other up outside the bar,
doing
like
some stretches.
No one's doing anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then my buddy Ben comes out and he goes, "What happened?" I go, "Oh, one of the guys tried to start with Daniel." And he goes, "Who?" This is what he said to me. And I go, that guy. He nodded, grabbed the guy, threw him against the brick wall. And I kind of get why people have henchmen. That felt kind of fun.
That felt great. Yeah.
I was like, him. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Threw him.
He won't be a problem.
And then there was a scuffle, right? Dude, if there was a camera on me, you'd clearly be like, look at that guy. He is not doing anything at all. Because everyone was spoken for.
Yeah.
Everyone's punching.
That's not your job.
I don't have a guy to go with.
That's not your job.
No,
Eddie. That's not your job.
Everyone's kind of, you know what it is? It's kind of like a school dance. Everyone's paired off. What, am I going to cut? I'm not going to cut in line.
That'd be rude.
It'd be rude.
Frankly, it'd be rude if you tried to fight someone in this scenario.
Yeah, so everyone's paired off. So guys are just going at it, and I'm just over there being like kind of just like, whoa, flinching, looking.
Yeah.
And then people grab my buddy Ben, and his arm is like this. They grab him, they pull him off. Here's the thing with hockey boys. They love it. They love to fight. He was laughing. My buddy was like laughing like he was being tickled.
God, you know you fucked up when you're on the other side of the fight and the guy starts laughing.
He's just like laughing. Like it was maniacal, odd, kind of funny, but also horrifying. He's just laughing. And I'm grabbing him by the arm and like, come on, buddy, let's go. And I'm looking at his fist and like, oh my God.
And he's just like Joker.
And then I look at the guy's
laughing.
face. The guy's face looked like a hit with a pie. It was insane. The guy was like, oh, that guy's truly mangled. And my buddy's laughing.
That's fucked.
And then we all hop and then we all run away, get in a cab. And he's just like exhilarating. He just feels an endorphin rush, kind of just like, oh, wow. I'm like, oh, man. It's kind of my fault. I should have said nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, him, Ben, get him.
Get him, Ben.
I'm over his shoulder.
Well, clearly your friend wanted to punch somebody.
I guess. But what if that guy's dead? I have no clue.
He's probably not.
Yeah?
He's probably not dead.
I don't know.
I wouldn't carry that blame on your shoulders. He's probably not dead.
Yeah.
I mean, not from that. Maybe there's like I don't know, I'm going to say like a 15% chance, fentanyl overdose.
Yeah.
Just knowing what I know about people where I
rough
grew up.
and tumble, man.
Yeah.
College kids.
I've never been in like a full-on fight. I was in a couple of benches clearing brawls that like nobody really threw any punches or anything.
Baseball clearing
well,
brawls?
one of them was at community college.
God darn you to hell.
One of them was summer ball in high school. But we were playing a team in Canada. When I was pitching, I was doing mop-up duty. We were down by like 10, and I came in, and
were they also a Christian school?
No, this is community college. This is before I went to Whitworth.
Okay,
so these are JUCO. We're all huge friggin' dips in. We're in Fraser, BC, playing this team. We're getting our asses kicked.
You were up in Canada playing?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Was that your first time leaving the country?
No, I've been to Canada a bunch of times. Okay. But I went up there. And I come in, we're down by like 10. I'm pitching. Somebody gets on base. I'm not looking at him because this is one of the unwritten rules in sports, which I think unwritten rules I think in general are dumb, but I'm not paying attention to this guy on first base because we're down by 10 and you don't steal second when you're up by that much.
You don't pile on.
You just don't. And the guy notices I'm not looking at him and he steals second. And his own dugout is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the reason why they're doing this is because one of them is going to get hit with a ball.
Yeah, and so I hit the guy at the plate with a ball.
Were you happy to do it, or were you kind of like...
No, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you almost feel like honor bound, where it's like, if I don't do this, I'm a pussy. So I hit the guy, and then, everybody cleared out of the dugouts, and there was some pushing and shoving, but nothing actually happened. But one time in high school, this was crazy. In high school, we're playing, and it's like summer ball, kind of a loose, I don't know. It wasn't a very organized league we were in, and we were playing with this kid, Levi, this kid on our team named Levi, who I went to middle school with, and then he was at our high school, and then I didn't see him for a while, and then we were playing with him in summer ball, and we were like, where have you been? And he was like, oh, the Denny Youth Correction Center.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he'd been in juvie.
Juvie.
Got out, was on the team, and he was our catcher, and the other team's catcher was real mouthy. And Levi's mom and girlfriend were in the stands, and the other team's catcher was like, I don't know, talking shit, saying something, and someone, either the mom or the girlfriend, unclear, was like, watch it, said something to this catcher, and he turns around and he goes, fuck you, bitch. And Levi, I'm like on deck, and Levi, he has his knee pads on, and he goes, that's my fucking girlfriend. And he full sprints past me in his like catcher's gear and spears the other team's catcher.
Spears the what?
Like with his body.
Oh, like a tackle.
Like a spear tackle, like shoulder into his chest, takes him down. And then everybody rushes out. I remember my friend Greg Amos is like trying to break things up, and the biggest guy on their team is like, looks like he's about to pummel him, and I kind of like step in between them, and then I was immediately like, what the fuck did I do that for?
Oh no. Never do what I do, hover around and point and laugh and point.
Yeah. And then so the umpires were like, that's it, no game, everybody loses, this game's over.
Yeah.
And our coach like pulls us off into the by the foul pole and like just rips into us like, I can't believe this, there's no place for that, you guys should feel embarrassed, this is bullshit. And then he walks away, and we all kind of like look at each other like, that was fucking sick. Yeah. Actually, he's wrong. That was fucking sick.
Speaking of sports, the Winter Olympics, you saw the Canadian curler cursed out the Swedes.
No, I missed that.
He goes, because apparently the curling, the Canadian curler, apparently this is a cheat move where you release the stone, and then he kind of guided it with his finger ever so gently, and then he called him out on it. And the Canadian was like, fuck you, shut the fuck up.
Wait, the Canadian did it?
The Canadian did it, and the Swede
said, hey, that's
cheating. You guys are cheating. And the Canadians just, fuck you, motherfucker. Just went at him. And, I was kind of, as a Canadian, I was like, yeah,
fuck that
Swede. Yeah, we down at the curling rink, this happens all the time. I've never been on a curling rink.
Never been?
My dad used to play bocce ball. That's
like, kind of like Italian curling.
That's like Italian curling.
Yeah.
It's basically like...
Wait, what happened? Did anything happen as a result
I don't know. It
of
just went
this?
the news, and it's just big news in Canada. But that's about it. What else is he going to talk about?
You're not allowed to guide it with your finger? Isn't that the whole thing?
You're supposed to release the stone with your hand, and then he kind of went like that.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of good old curl.
We should learn curling. We should get really into curling. Next Winter Olympics, we'll be back.
Do they make money?
We'll have up to I'm not talking about. We'll just become a curling podcast. And then by the time the Winter Olympics come back, we'll have up to 1,300 listeners.
Okay.
And then we can speak knowledgeably about curling.
We'll call it
Curls for the Girls.
Girls for Girls.
Because we'll finally have female listeners.
That sounds, in this climate, let's not call it girls.
Curls for the grown women.
Yeah, curls for the of-age ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're past the age. If we're like, after 40, if you're like, I'm dating this girl, like,
let's
35?
push that up to 30.
30? I know guys that are like,
they shouldn't.
This girl I'm seeing, even though
they shouldn't.
Yeah, but I think it's a hard thing to outgrow in your 20s.
I guess.
Yeah, if you're 35 and you're saying, oh man, this girl I'm seeing.
I guess it's one thing, because I've said this before, but like, you shouldn't be out looking for girls, but if you're dating someone, she could be your girl. That's different.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend, but I can't be out looking for girls. I'm looking for women. But when you're looking for women, that sounds like a stalker.
Yeah, I guess it kind of does.
Yeah, like if you go like this, you go, what are you doing tonight? I might pick up some women.
I might pick up some women.
Are you going to drug them?
I might take home a woman.
I'd
like to take home a woman tonight.
That almost sounds like you're looking for a sex worker. I want to take home a woman tonight.
It does sort of sound like you're looking.
But if you're like, I want to take home, I might find a girl tonight. I'm like, that also sounds kind of creepy. I think you just take...
I might find a paramour this eve.
Yeah, I might.
Now I sound classy.
I'd love. Yeah, I'd like to find my future betrothed tonight.
Yes, yeah. I hope to participate in some. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the fancy word?
Coitus.
For fucking? Coitus.
Yes. Yeah.
Fornication was what I was going for. I'm looking to participate in a little fornication tonight with a eligible young lady.
I think what's going on in terms
of... Maybe that's the one.
Yeah, I think what's going on with the climate, with the island and all these files, Guys, you really got to really kind of zero in on language that does not give any interpretation of you being a creepy guy. Be like,
don't give anyone the opportunity.
Boys, let's go out tonight and let's meet some of-age women and engage in intercourse.
Consensually.
Yes. I'd love some consensual intercourse with some grown women
with an adult woman with a W-2.
Who can rent a car and vote.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I want her to remember 9/11.
Yes. Vividly. I want her to vividly remember 9/11.
I want her to know where she was.
Yes. I would love it.
Preferably at least middle school.
Boys, consensual coitus. Tonight is the night. Try to construe that as negative.
Yeah.
Try to construe that as a pervert.
Going out to the bar. Boys. There are a lot of adult women who look like they might be into consensual sex tonight.
Yes. Let's engage in a fine discourse of conversations and leave appropriately when we feel like we don't belong in this conversation.
Yes. Let's really ask some questions and get to know women so we can find out which ones want to have consensual sex with each of us individually.
And let's engage in coitus with these women as long as there are an adequate amount of alcoholic beverages being consumed, after which point, when they become inebriated to the point where they have no sensibility of their own surroundings, we should vacate.
Let's remember, alcohol makes it be kind of hard to give consent.
Yes, or have proper wherewithal to know exactly who is there for the right reasons. It's a social lubricant, not a lubricant for socializing in the bedroom.
Exactly. And in fact, maybe we should just go to the curling place.
Yes. I don't know what we just said, but I think it sounds like
I think it's good. I think it's bulletproof.
Yeah, I think it's what kids are going to start talking like these days. I think so. Parents, teach your kids how to do that.
Gen Z, you're right. They don't have sex. They're too busy looking at their phones.
Maybe not. They're bricking.
They're getting bricked so they can brick.
What's going to be the next thing? Instagram's kind of dying. TikTok is being owned and as a surveillance tool. What's going to be the next thing? Not an app. Are we going to like kind of regress back to like being like, hey, let's just go watch live entertainment and go to a bar and hang out?
We fucking pray.
Our
livelihoods depend on it.
You know what's funny? I saw a video of like this party being raided in Sherman Oaks in Los Angeles. And apparently they showed like the cops telling these kids to leave this house. And they said there had to be between 500 and 700 kids at this one party. And all the comments were like, I think we're going to be okay as a society. This is actually good.
Really good
this
sign.
is actually good. They're going to go in there, have a cigarette, have a drink, talk to a woman in person.
Maybe kiss.
Maybe
a little bit of kissing.
Maybe have a moment, a joke, a memory.
Maybe they get in trouble, and then they have to like talk to their parents a little bit more, gain a little bit more trust. Maybe they realize the party's not for them. They double down on schoolwork. Maybe they realize the party is for them. They become a DJ. House parties in high school. Looking back at it, it was so scary when the cops came, but also it was so fun to run from the cops. It was so fun because in retrospect, almost I had heard about parties where the cops come and they give everyone an MIP. I was never at one of those parties. All the parties I went to where the cops came, everyone would be like, fuck, it's the cops, and run. And the cops would just kind of like walk in and wave a flashlight around like, all right, get out of here. I
remember my first high school house party. I got invited to a high school house party. I'm like, me, nerdy, pimply, huge eyebrowed, my head, same size, body, very little. Got invited to a high school house party in an apartment. Sick. Yeah. Her parents are gone. Incredible.
That's what dreams are made of.
I walk in, music blaring, pumped, smoke. People were smoking indoors back in the day. Weed. You can smell a hint of weed. Booze. There's food. There's a pizza. People are dancing. I was like, I'm in high school.
Yeah.
I'm in the 9th grade. I'm a freshman. I'm here. These are juniors. These are sophomores.
I have arrived.
I've arrived. I sit down. Someone offers me a beer. I'm like, sure. Right? Sitting down and like, now I lied to my parents to get out of there. I lied to my parents that I was going to a hockey practice.
Of course.
And
did you have to bring a whole bag of hockey gear?
So I took my hockey gear. I hid it in the backyard and then left and got on a bus and went to. So anyway, so I arrived at this party. Sit down. Someone offers me a beer. I'm like, sweet. Take a swig of the beer. Put it down. Started laughing, joke around with some friends. I'm like, cool. I think I'm okay. I think I'm arrived. Grab the beer again, go like this, Feel something. Take it down. Cigarette butt.
Ah!
I switched it with an ashtray beer. Put it down.
Ah!
Put it down. Didn't say a thing. Grabbed the real
you
beer,
can't say
swigged it
anything.
out. Excuse me. And rinsed my mouth out in the sink. No one saw it. No one felt it but me. And I was like, yep,
Damn.
I am not cool.
Bullet dodged, though. Bullet dodged. You
Oh,
could
woo.
have.
If someone saw me being like, oh, hey, man, do you know your cigarette's wet? I'm like,
so nasty.
it's the nastiest thing ever.
I've done that. It's so gross.
Dude, my face when I was like this, that's a cigarette butt.
Ugh.
Okay, put that down. Cold beer, should have known.
Yuck. That's why you shouldn't smoke inside.
I
That's one of the
know.
many reasons you shouldn't be allowed to smoke inside.
Now I remember a friend of mine, my buddy Eric. I go, where's Eric? And they're like, he's in the room with Talia. I was like,
Okay.
and
you were like,
and my first thought was this, like,
consensually, right?
dude, I'm such a nerd. I was a virgin. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm ready to walk in. Like, no, you idiot. They're in there fucking around.
That's so funny that you were like, I'm gonna go ask him if he wants to play Nintendo.
I can see if he wants. I want to see if he wants a slice of pizza. And they're like, "No, you idiot! He's in there fucking around." I was like,
he's getting a slice, buddy.
and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I knew. I was want to see if you wanted me to jump in." It's just like, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I was just like, and I was like sitting on the couch drinking and holding this beer, drinking it non ashtray beer,
Yeah.
thinking like, wow, he's in there for a while. He's full on getting laid right now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's got condoms.
When really he was probably in there like, come on,
Oh, come on.
just touch it.
Just
come on.
Can I put the hand under the shirt?
Come on, I'm gonna leave for hockey school any day now, and
Yeah.
then we'll never be able to do it.
And then they both came out and and of course I had a staring problem.
Mm-hmm.
Just staring at her, staring at him, staring at his thing. And then he's just kind of just being like, kind of made a point. Friend gave him a blunt and they went out to the patio. And I was like, so sick.
I can't believe I know that guy.
So sick.
That's so sick.
If he offers me to smell his fingers, I might take him
I
up
might
on
have to do it. I might
God.
have to.
God, what a time.
I can't ask, but if he offers,
What a time. What a time.
what a time. Yeah.
And then I left the party, and then some old guy with a German Shepherd grabbed me by the collar and told me to make sure these people come down. And anyway, that's a long story.
Yeah.
You really don't want to hear the rest of that story?
What about the German Shepherd?
I left the party, and some guy in a trench coat holding a German Shepherd is looking up at the balcony going, do you know those guys? I'm like, oh, yeah, they're my friends. I'm like a loser.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah? Grabs me by the collar, goes, tell them to come fucking down here. They're throwing fucking water balloons. They hit me in the fucking head with my fucking dog. And I'm just like, I don't know.
Actually, we're more like acquaintances. I was just
Yeah,
trying to
but
sound
my buddy
cool.
Eric's just getting laid. I was really happy for him. That's all I was there for. I had a beer with a fucking cigarette butt in it. He's like, oh, God, what a nerd.
How big was this apartment and how many kids were in
There
there?
was like in the 20th floor up. It's high, and they're dropping like
Damn.
water balloons. And then they fucking hit some guy.
Damn.
And then, or was it a snowball? Something. It was dropping something. Anyway, then he's like, you're going nowhere till they come down here. And I was yelling, help. Help! And then some of my friends were looking over the balcony and were like, what the fuck? And they went down there and like, let him go, let him go. And I was like, and let him go. Like, who threw it? Who threw it? And then someone threw a snowball in the back of his head. Oh, and the dog's barking, and we all run. And I'm like, grab my hockey bag. My mom's like, how was practice? That's good. It's good. Good.
Damn, that
was my first house party in high school.
that's a legendary first house party.
You know what's funny? I almost did everything.
Yeah, you basically, dude.
Almost had a beer.
Last night was a
Almost-
movie.
Almost got in a fight. Almost got laid. No,
Second
not really.
hand, in a way.
My buddy got laid.
Yeah,
I'm not even laid.
Not
Maybe
even
even made out.
You know,
Yeah.
who knows? But
yeah, but Talia,
sex was around.
Yes.
Sex was in the air,
and I was in the building.
and the
sort of.
smoke, and
Yeah.
the snowballs,
Oh,
the threat of
man.
violence.
But
there was a
anyway.
lot going on.
What a time. The
Yeah.
good old days. So
God.
all you kids out there, go out there, have a cigarette, feel a boob consensually, be with a babe, have a blunt, get off the vape.
I never. Did you ever throw a party at your house like in high school?
You didn't- no,
No,
man, you
absolutely not.
crazy. My
I
parents
could
were always
never-
home.
Yeah, mine were pretty much always home. It was always so crazy to me that kids would let us into their house and drink. We would, not on purpose, but we would like. There was one party where this kid don't know what he was doing. But I just, I was a drunk teenager, so the memory's a little fuzzy, but I just remember seeing him fall through the ceiling.
Oh my,
We were like, what were you doing up there?
What do you fall through the ceiling?
Like it was a 1-story. I think it might have been in the garage, but it was like a finished garage.
Oh, I see.
And so there was like, framing and drywall or something. And he just, I just remember seeing his legs pop down. And we were all like, ah. And then it was like 1 second. And then his whole body came through.
Here's the thing. Those stories die with us. Now the kids are just like, and I want to be one of these old guys, be like, the kids today. But seriously, they're Fortniting. They're on 4chan. They're on Reddit. They're just making content.
They're trying to mog.
Yeah.
They're trying to frame mog.
They're trying to
clavicular.
They're trying to face smash themselves into fucking popularity.
They're gesture maxing.
Yes.
Their cortisol levels are spiking.
Yeah. They're trying to do everything but just have fun and be a kid. Man, there was no phones. No one's going to embarrass us. No one was like putting this on Snap, putting this on Instagram stories. We just lived.
Just vibes, bro.
We just lived. There wasn't even a phone to distract us.
No, the phones. Well, I mean, I think senior year of high school phones came into play for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I had a cell phone in high school too. Well, my last year of high school. I had a cell phone.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was like I got out of high school just in time. Like some kids had camera phones by the time I graduated. I don't think I had a camera phone before.
But you had nowhere to put it. You just had it in your phone.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was MySpace, but even then, it was the photos were such dog shit. It didn't matter.
Yeah. You got any bits?
Hold on, I got some headline jokes.
Ooh, yeah. Let her rip, Poppy. Let her rip. Let her rip. Let her rip. Let her rip.
Okay, headline jokes.
Please.
Italy's famous Lover's Arch rock formation collapsed into the sea on Valentine's Day. Officials are concerned it could be the work of an incel supervillain.
Oh, okay, cool.
In a podcast interview, Obama says there's no evidence that aliens have made contact. And then he whispered, unless we're talking about illegal aliens, one of them was president. Wink. Wuthering Heights earned $35 million for its opening weekend. And according to post-track polling, an estimated 76% of those ticket buyers were women. The other 24% were boyfriends who are going to use this as leverage to go to Buffalo Wild Wings soon.
Okay, that seems very specific.
She saw it without me. She loved it. Yeah. Logan Paul sold a rare Pokemon card for $16.5 million.
He sold it, huh?
Sold it.
Wow.
Yeah, finally. Logan Paul catches a break.
What's he going to wear now? He just wears it around.
Oh, does he? Is that what it is? Okay, yeah.
He wears it on a chain.
Yeah. 16.5 mil.
Don't we think these guys are corny?
I sure do. I don't get it.
I don't get it. You know what it is? It's funny. It's very apropos we're talking about this. High school never stops. After you're still looking for cool kids in high school, and he's clearly the Zach Morris
the coolest,
of the
internet high school. Yeah.
So it's like it feels like high school never really stops. And they're like looking like, oh man, he's a wrestler now. Sick. It's almost like when your high school guy was like in a band, like kind of cool.
Whoa, he does that too.
Dude, fuck, man.
His parents let him do that.
It's sick.
He moved to Puerto Rico. A renewed supply of free condoms is coming for the athlete villages after they ran out this week. So you know what that means. Mm-hmm. They were having some crazy water balloon fights.
Tomorrow on the Christian Sports News. Christian Sports News.
Archaeologists lifted the lid on a 1,700-year-old Roman sarcophagus hidden beneath Budapest. Preliminary reports indicate the interior of the coffin smells funny. Bad Bunny streams skyrocketed after the Super Bowl, up 175% in the U.S. Kid Rock's streams remained dribbly due to alcohol-induced prostate issues.
Now that's a joke.
Thank you.
Now that's a joke.
Thank you.
That's a joke. Hint of blood would have been nice.
Hint of blood, yeah. Hint of blood would have been good.
Hint of blood, but hey, I'm not here to critique.
Hey, we love the punch.
That's a golden shower joke.
Thank you. Thank you. Rome Flynn.
Please put that that tomorrow at the show.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah,
why not? I'll try it. Yeah.
And then post it and fucking get some followers for fuck's sake. Try.
I posted one today.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. I'll unmute.
Rome Flynn repeats as an NBA All-Star Celebrity Game MVP. The key to Rome Flynn's success in celebrity games? A loose definition of the word celebrity. Who's that?
Yeah, okay.
Who the hell is that?
Yeah, who's that?
Rome Flynn?
All right, good. Should have left
He's
on the
in like a
streams.
season, like a soap opera.
Okay.
Malcolm Gladwell's publisher announced his next book, The American Way of Killing, will be released in September. Experts say by this time next year, Eddie Della Siepe may have read a second book.
Hey, met him actually in a coffee shop.
Did you really?
Yeah, I said, hey,
I loved your work in the Epstein files.
I love your work. He said, thank you. Love the Da Vinci Code. And then he said, what? And I was like,
don't worry about it.
I don't read. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Thanks for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the podcast. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. New episode every single week. We're never going to stop. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.